Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom manga reviews. You see my title below, this is on chapter 182 of Shokugeki no Soma, and just like I predicted, this would probably be either a chapter about Soma going into the mountains and everything, which there was some of that. I expected a little bit more, something crazy with bears and stuff like that, but that honestly, as you can see by the ending of the episode, it pretty much, that's probably all we're gonna see, where he pretty much falls back on a tree and literally like, oh, I think I know what to do now. To which I have no idea how that correlates with anything. Maybe something to do with the tree, maybe something to do with the snow, something to do with falling down. I have no idea. Soma always thinks of something crazy, so it should be exciting to see what's going to happen in the next chapter on what he's decided to do to pretty much bring up, you know, his bear meat to not just only, you know, maybe using the scent as well, because that's what he was thinking. Other than that, most of the chapter pretty much was like I thought as well. Hayama flashback, or Hayama how he became part of the Elite 10. And pretty much I also expected it to be a little bit of, you know, showing why he joined Elite 10, like what happened to Shiomi and stuff like that. To which we don't get to see that, though that may still come up in another chapter, maybe even during the battle. I could definitely see like during the battle all of a sudden he starts to think and we get a flashback in the chapter where it brings that kind of stuff up and why he has to do all this and his reasonings for becoming the Elite 10. But at this moment, I'm pretty sure we're probably just going to have it where obviously you see in this chapter pretty much Elite 10 gathering, well, what's left of it, the 7 remaining Elite 10, and having a, you know, you do see that Rindo does, like, she did care and didn't want the, you know, Ishiki and the rest of them to be kicked out of the Elite 10, but there's nothing she could do about that. Though you may see later on, like, Rindo always seems the type of person, she just wants to do something because it's fun and stuff like that. And it's definitely a possibility. Like, I could see Rindo playing a bigger role later on in further in again in the chapters, maybe going against Central for all we know. Honestly, I do not know at all. And it was also cool to see, like, it did show a little bit like that special thing at the very end of Rindo and Tsukasa pretty much talking and how he wants to be, you know, he wants to get to the, you know, #1 in the school, and to which there she says, okay, I'll be #2. And it's pretty interesting to see that who knows the possibilities of how good Rindo is. She could honestly be better than Tsukasa for all we know, and she just lacks the motivation and everything to do that. She's willing to just be like, oh yeah, I'll be #2 with you. That's good enough for me. I don't really care. Plus, obviously, you see that, you know, how she is. She always just pushes all the paperwork to Tsukasa, so that could be another reason as well. Her ambitions aren't as high. Though her skill, we don't really know yet. We have never really seen her cook. We've seen her eat and love to eat, but never really see like the maximum capability of her cooking, to which it would be pretty exciting and cool to see like somehow she ends up deciding she's going to go against Central and we have a Rindo versus Tsukasa kind of thing in the future. That would definitely honestly be pretty badass to see if that ever does happen. But of course, this chapter, I'm getting ahead of myself right now, but this chapter was, like I said, Hayama getting to the Elite 10. You see pretty much a battle royale kind of thing going down to see who will be the new 3 members in the Elite 10, to which of course it ends up showing the 3rd years being all of them, being all the 2nd years up. And then of course Hayama comes in, you know, normal, him and his stance where he has his, you know, different spices and everything, and he's a spice master, and everyone's like, you know, the normal foodgasm, clothes tearing apart in the back. And then literally the 3rd year, even one of the guy, the big guy who's like, oh, you think you have a chance? Yeah, I'm talking like that because he was literally big. I picture his voice like that, pretty much. Like, he was like, I can't believe like the fragrance of that, and like it was like going into the devil's blah blah blah, and it was like, whoa, damn, Hayama must have got really good, like literally really good. I know they've been saying it already. Dojima said he was pretty much, you know, a totally different person, like way better than he was at the autumn elections, and even Kuga says it right now, tells Soma pretty much, you know, when was the last time you know, had his cooking during the elections? Oh, well, you should consider that, you know, Hayama of then and the Hayama of now, totally different. This one is way better, and obviously someone's got to do something drastically crazy to be able to beat him and show that he's also improved. So it'll be definitely excited to see. I'm predicting the next chapter is already going to be the battle, to be honest, because we've already had Soma figure out something, you know, he figure out what he's going to be doing, and he's probably not going to show like him in the process of it. It's probably going to show the battle start, and he's going to be like somewhere in the middle of the chapter. It's going to be like, oh, this is what I learned to do, this is what I'm going to do, and everyone's like, holy crap, kind of thing. You know, the normal way they usually handle this stuff. That's why I predict like a 2-chapter battle, where part of the chapter will be, you know, Hayama's flashback of why he became Elite 10, why he's doing this, and why he's trying so hard against Soma. Not just because he wants to beat him, but because, you know, there's other reasons. And of course, pretty much showing what happened with, you know, like if Soma, pretty much his flashback, and how he figured a way to make his bear meat a lot better and everything. That's probably what's going to happen, I predict, in these next 2 chapters. But overall, pretty interesting chapter to see Hayama's background. He's pretty much a badass, gone to the dark side kind of thing is what they showed. As you saw by the thumbnail, had to put that up. You just look like, you know, him like this with the like dark wings, you know, angel wings kind of thing in the back. Was pretty damn badass, I have to admit. But yeah, that was pretty much the chapter. I honestly cannot wait to see the next one, see what's going to happen in the battle. Definitely probably be a pretty epic battle between Soma and Hayama. I predict obviously Soma is probably going to end up winning because of everything that's going to go down. He needs to win for the story to progress, I think. So it kind of sucks, but who knows, to be honest. Maybe for some reason Hayama ends up winning and Soma has to do something, but it's nothing too bad. I don't know, because I'm pretty sure he's got to win or he's kicked out of the school. So I don't know, when it comes to these kind of points, it kind of ruins the outcome of what you're predicting, because you kind of see that Soma needs to win, which means that it kind of ruins the suspense of what's going to happen. But it's probably going to be a pretty damn close one that I honestly can't wait to see. But yeah, that's all I got to say, guys. Hope you enjoyed this Anime Kingdom manga review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. There's anything I missed and you want to talk about, comment below as well. If you did enjoy it, forget to like, and if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. It really does help the channel. And yeah, that's all I got to say, guys. So till next time, see